It's time for GMA3, holiday travel chaos, a temporary ground stop causing delays because of a new round of air traffic controller communication issues in the busiest airspace in the country during the busiest Labor Day travel weekend in 15 years, the latest on the holiday getaway. The future of weight loss? With promising clinical trials on a GLP-1 pill, a look at how they stack up against injectables and what you should know if you're considering the shot or waiting for the pill. And we're counting down to kickoff with the games and names to watch as a new college football season gets underway. And the house divided. Meet the couple on opposite sides of the top 10 showdown between Texas and Ohio State. It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
Sure is. Welcome into a Friday edition of GMA3 right before Labor Day weekend. I am Will.
And I am Rebecca here with Stephanie fresh off the Powerball beat. We're so glad. We're so glad that you're with us as we kick off this Labor Day weekend.
Yes, almost got some tickets. I said, you know what? I got to get to work. You guys can get your own tickets.
You still have time.
You have time. The drawing's tomorrow. But we're also getting ready for holiday shopping. It started early. Lori B is here with deal drop days on some of the biggest sales happening this weekend, with some big ticket items, including mattresses. I was going to say she brought the whole mattress with her, too.
She really did.
And some jewelry as well.
Looking forward to that. Also ahead, while summer is almost over, there's still time, believe it or not, for summer's best bites. Casey Elsass is on the case. He is the author of What Can I Bring? And he's got some great recipes that you can bring to your Labor Day weekend cookout, including a spin on a summer favorite.
Yeah, and you may want to bring some of those snacks if you're traveling this weekend. That's what we start with. Just the chaos at one of the nation's busiest airports amid the Labor Day travel exodus. There was a temporary ground stop at Newark Airport because of a new round of air traffic controller communication issues. Morgan Norwood is at Newark Airport for us this afternoon with the latest. Morgan, it already looks busy.
Yeah, it's busy, and yesterday was certainly a real mess, so we're starting to see the snowball and the ripple effect of all of that here at Newark, but a communication breakdown in one of the busiest airspaces in the country, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. We're talking about the busy Labor Day stretch, the busiest in about 15 years. Pilots and controllers couldn't hear each other clearly as they were trying to land here at Newark. So that means critical instructions dropping out mid-transmission, which also means flights into Newark had to be spread further apart. The FAA forced to reduce arrivals by about 20%. For passengers, that turned into 2-hour delays. Some we spoke with taking it in stride, others pretty frustrated about that. But the FAA says that the issue traces back to a Philadelphia facility that's been dealing with equipment failures and staffing shortages for months. But again, it couldn't have come at a worse time. More than 17 million people are expected to fly from now through Wednesday. So again, the ripple effects of this are certainly to be expected.
But we wish all of them a safe and hopefully not too, an expeditious journey. That's what I was going to say. Morgan, thank you. So it is a huge travel weekend. It's already in full swing, and we want to bring in Will Gans, who has some saving strategies for you and your family while we've got dream vacations on the brain. And you got the solution.
That's right. From travel nightmares to dreams coming true. According to AAA, Seattle, Orlando, and New York are the 3 most popular cities over Labor Day weekend. So if you've got Disney as a destination or an Alaskan cruise in mind or a Broadway show on the brain, here's how you can kickball change your way to a bargain.
'Tis the season for travel.
I'm ready to party.
As bridesmaids, backpackers, and budget-conscious vacationers are looking for 11th-hour excursions this summer. From cruises to Broadway getaways to Disney vacays. Searches for last-minute travel deals are up 63% on TikTok in the last week.
Buy discounted Disney gift cards and use them to pay for everything. Get them at places like Target and Sam's Club, and it's a great way to guarantee a discount built into your trip.
Kirsty Tarak has racked up more than 3 million followers sharing money-saving tips, including her Disney on a Dime series.
Use a freaking Disney vacation planner. They are 100% free. They know the best places to go and the best accommodations for you and your family.
In fact, Disney family vacation searches are up more than 1,000% on TikTok this week.
stay on property. You can find hotels at Disney in the lower 100s. So if you stay on property, you actually get more bang for your buck because you're getting early park admission.
Meanwhile, for the projected 19 million Americans escaping to the high seas this year, now could be a good time to book a cruise. Carnival Cruise Line's Labor Day sale offering a $400 onboard credit and 25% off select onboard experiences like spa treatments and drink programs. And Margaritaville at Sea's Labor Day cruise deal offers 80% off cruise fares for second, third, and fourth passengers on cruise itineraries aboard the Paradise and the Islander. For sports fans, sites like Game Time offer resale tickets to big games. First-time users can get $20 off their purchase of $200 or more with code SAVE20. And for New York tourists, when it comes to Broadway shows, many shows offer a digital lottery that opens 24 hours before the show, with winners being notified a few hours before curtain.
And many of those Broadway shows also offer super affordable rush tickets when the box office opens every day at 10 a.m. So you just get there a little early and hope that you can snag some $45 seats. Can't beat that.
That's really good. On a holiday weekend, a little Broadway. Thank you, Will. As always, pleasure to be with you. Thank you for that story. We are going to turn now to the weekend every college football fan anxiously awaits all summer, the opening of a new season. And to break it all down, joining us now with a preview of a truly historic week one is ESPN college football reporter Molly McGrath. Molly, it is great to see you. Great to have you here. You are down at Clemson. We're going to get to that in a second. But first, fans are saying this is perhaps the biggest opening weekend ever. And to wit, it's the first time in a week one that there are 3 games featuring top 10 teams facing off. Like, these are the big guns here. Break it down for us.
Yeah, that's right, Will. And the best part about this is that all of those top 10 matchups are on campus sites. So the atmospheres are going to be absolutely electric, especially in Columbus, as the defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes are hosting the preseason #1 team, the Texas Longhorns, in a game that is a rematch of the college football playoff semifinal last season. And expectations are really high for the Longhorns, in large part because of their new starting quarterback, Arch Manning, who's thrown only 63 completions in his young college career, so he's a bit unproven, but he is already the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy, which begs the question, are expectations a little bit too high for Texas? The Longhorns, the first ever top-ranked team to be a betting underdog in their season opener, so it is truly a weekend of historic firsts, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw Arch Manning in a commercial during prime time at the U.S. Open last night, and he hasn't even thrown more than 70 passes, so he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders there. You, as I mentioned, are at Clemson for Clemson hosting LSU. Tigers versus Tigers, a top 10 matchup. That's tomorrow night on ABC. Then you go to Miami for Notre Dame, Miami on Sunday, also on ABC. What are you looking out for in those two matchups?
Well, starting with Clemson, they're my preseason favorite to win the national championship because they lead the country in returning starters. A lot of veteran leadership there, but you can't count out LSU in this game. Head coach Brian Kelly's team has lost 3 straight season openers, and he's doing everything that he can to get his team ready for this one. He even changed their team schedule 3 weeks ago, trying to emulate a game week for them. And so they had Clemson paw prints everywhere. They have Clemson highlights playing throughout LSU's facility. And LSU's offensive linemen going up against this Clemson defensive front. A huge matchup in this game. And Brian Kelly and his coaches making this one personal, putting the faces and names and numbers of Clemson's best defensive players on the dummies that they practice up against every single week in practice. And then for Notre Dame and Miami, the big story is the quarterbacks. Georgia transfer Carson Beck, coming out of a season where he threw 12 interceptions, playing for Miami now. He suffered a season-ending elbow injury, but in the offseason, he had elbow surgery. And the scar that passes through that tattoo that he used to have of a phoenix is really symbolic. He said that he plans to rise up from the ashes and start again in Miami.
All right, Molly McGrath, thank you so much. And we also have College Game Day tomorrow on ESPN to kick things off. Lee Corso's final broadcast after 40 years. What a legend. Molly, we appreciate you. You will be on the scene all weekend for those ABC broadcasts. And coming up here on this ABC broadcast, we have new hope for weight loss medications with GLP-1 pills on the horizon. What we know about how they stack up compared to those injectables. We have Dr. Darian Sutton here to break it all down. Stay with us.
We are back now with a health alert about the soaring interest in weight loss pills after Eli Lilly released promising new data about its GLP-1 pill in clinical trials earlier this week. Our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, is here. Welcome, Dr. Sutton.
Good afternoon.
We talk so much about this, and we are at a stage now where there are so many of these pills in development.
There are so many. You know, this market itself, in terms of the research that goes into weight loss, is incredibly busy. There's at least a dozen GLP-1 pills that are currently in clinical trials. And as we discussed earlier, Novo Nordisk has already submitted their application to the Food and Drug Administration for their oral Wegovy pill. And if that's approved, it could be available as early as the end of this year. And then Eli Lilly just passing their phase 3 of their clinical trials. That's the really important one where they look to make sure that it's consistent in terms of its results. They'll likely submit their application. And if that is approved, there could very well be 2 GLP-1 pill options available as early as 2026. But really important note here, as we move through these clinical trials and as I continue to tell you about these percentage weight loss, we must be mindful not to try to compare because these are different studies, different populations, different constraints, so you really have to take it one at a time.
So if someone's considering these medications, should they start with the injectables or should they wait for the pill to become available?
You know, I'm so happy that you asked that. It's a wonderful question because what we've known from injectables, they've been around since 2005, close to 20 years, and they've gone in terms of helping people with benefits beyond diabetes and weight loss, even sleep apnea and cardiovascular disease. It really matters and comes down to what are your concerns? What are the conditions that you're concerned about? What are the risks that you're concerned about? And then in terms of overall, what is most convenient to you? Some might choose to address urgent health issues now. Some might think it's more practical to wait for a pill option. There's no one size that fits all. It really comes down to what fits your life best because whatever you can be consistent with is what's going to be the most effective.
Would these pills be something that people take for the rest of their lives?
You know, that's a great question. You know, we don't know the specific results of the GLP pill options that will likely be available soon, but from what we know about GLP injectable medications, it seems as though the benefits only work while you're using the medications. So that tells us that in the same class, those pills might not work in the way that they do if you stop them. We've seen in withdrawal studies when we take these medications away that people gain this weight back, and that's because obesity is chronic and often relapsing. So does that mean that you have to take it for the rest of your life if you start them? Possibly. Does that mean that you decrease the dose or maybe spread out the dose? That's also possible. We'll have to wait to see what these results show.
Yeah. All really great information. Thank you so much, Dr. Sutton. Well, coming up here on GMA3, Sabrina Carpenter dropping her brand new album overnight and behind the scenes images. We've got all the details. Welcome back, and it's time for some pop news with the one and only Will Gans here.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Will, DJ Will, the ones and twos over here.
That's right. We begin with Sabrina Carpenter releasing her 7th studio album, Man's Best Friend, at midnight. The 2-time Grammy winner dropping her new music video for Tears at the same time. Take a look.
Dance break.
I'll tell you in a second. So the whole video is an homage to the Rocky Horror Picture Show with Oscar nominee Coleman Domingo in Dr. Frankenfurter-style drag. Sabrina posting some behind-the-scenes photos on Instagram from the making of the album, writing, "It's laughing at yourself and your poor choices as everything is falling apart. It's wondering how loyalty and love always gets you back to third wheeling," spoken sarcastically like a true 25-year-old. And spoken like a true Sabrina fan, I can't wait to listen to it loud in order from top to bottom, as Sabrina suggests. The singer also celebrated the release at a Spotify fan event in LA. She has special pop-ups in New York and Los Angeles this weekend, and Man's Best Friend is streaming everywhere now. Happy Labor Day listening, people.
So like it.
So catchy.
So easy to listen to her music.
Exactly. And like the songs sort of flow one right into the next one, which is like an excellent way to listen to an album.
You already done a full listen?
Of course I have. Yeah, we're halfway through the day. Yeah, I better have. All right.
My list for the weekend.
Yes. Next, let's turn to the song that was inspired by Selena Gomez's first date with Benny Blanco on one of Los Angeles' most famous streets, Sunset Boulevard. Well, the duo has come a long way since that first date, and Selena Gomez is now sharing pictures from her bachelorette weekend in Cabo. So if you're wondering who Mrs. Levin is there, just referenced in the photo, Benny Blanco's real name is Benjamin Joseph Levin. He was on his own bachelor trip in Vegas at the same time Selena was in Mexico. Yes, I know. Thrilled for them. And thrilled for Coco Gauff. It was a big night at the U.S. Open for her. She won the U.S. Open, of course, back in 2023 and the French Open earlier this year. After struggling in the first set of the second round, she appeared to break down in tears, even burying her face in a towel. But she recovered to win that set in a thrilling tiebreaker, and after winning the match, she got emotional thanking her fans.
You guys really helped me a lot, so I'm doing this for myself, but I'm also doing it for you, and no matter how tough it gets inside, you can do it.
And Coco will play her third round match tomorrow in another big moment on the court. Venus Williams winning a women's doubles match at the U.S. Open for the first time in more than a decade. She teamed up with Leylah Fernandez to defeat the 6-seeded duo. Venus giving her signature twirl and wave after that victory. Congratulations to both of them.
What a match.
Yes.
Thank you, Will, and congratulations to all of you for getting to watch Pop News. And we will be right back. Dancing a little bit around here. We got some good music.
So good.
Some twirling.
Welcome back to GMA3.
You heard him. Welcome back to GMA3. Next week on GMA, it's going to be golden. The stars of the global sensation K-pop Demon Hunters are here. We'll talk about the smash hit movie, that music, which is so popular, and the possibility of a sequel.
Their music is so catchy. It's really good. My kids love it. On Wednesday, the full Dancing with the Stars cast will be revealed live only on GMA right here. You can't miss that. That's going to be exciting.
The big reveal. And on Thursday, The Hills Are Alive.
The Hills Are Alive.
Thank you, Stephanie Rama.
I love that movie.
60th anniversary of The Sound of Music. I hope there is more
classic.
Stephanie singing
Oh,
in our very
thank you.
in
That's
our
so
future.
kind. All of you. Thank you for the applause. It's such a classic, beautiful movie. It's one of my favorites. It really is.
That was beautiful
It
right
was
there.
so
Thank you for
perfect.
blessing us and everyone at home with your angelic voice. We do have to move on, though, to more on college football's opening weekend.
You're not going to do the whole
Yeah, the whole thing. I could sing this. The Texas
GMA3 now is
Longhorns
now a musical.
and the Ohio State Buckeyes get ready to face off. There's one couple that's proof that Saturday's game, it's more than just a showdown on the field. Our affiliate, KVU's Michael Courier, is in Austin, Texas, with all the excitement. Michael, great to have you on this program. How are you? Good to see you.
Doing great, Will. How can you not be great with college football right around the corner? It's kicking off now. It's the calm before the storm here at Woody's Bar in Austin, Texas. This is where we're expecting to see a lot of Buckeye and Longhorn fans here for the big game tomorrow. Now, I did catch up with one couple who is divided, and they give us some glimpse into this new rivalry between Texas and Ohio State and how it's shaking things up week one in college football.
It's gonna be close. UT's gonna come on top.
Sure. We'll let you think that.
It's clear who is rooting for who in Saturday's Texas-Ohio State game. Libby Riddell bleeds scarlet and gray. She grew up in Ohio, went to Ohio State, and says she never considered any other school.
And it gets really loud.
Today, Libby calls Austin home. It's where she met her boyfriend, Andrew Harmon. He grew up in Kentucky, just a few hours from Ohio Stadium. But Andrew chose Texas, moving to Austin for college and staying put ever since.
So at the Cotton Bowl game, when we were having this watch party, like myself and then one other friend were the only Ohio State fans. Everyone else was UT. So I think that game, a lot of people left very disappointed, except for me.
Andrew hopes this time he's smiling after the game.
I think it'll be close, but this is the start of the Manning dynasty. Okay, this is history's gonna be made. All right.
You could say Libby has the right to play both sides. She went to Ohio State for undergrad, then attended UT for her master's, but she picks the Buckeyes as her number one. Andrew says the Longhorns embody community, and football brings everyone together. So whether it's scarlet and gray or burnt orange and white, for this couple, it's about more than a rivalry. It's about how sports connect people, even when they're cheering from opposite sides.
Now, both Libby and Andrew are predicting national championships for both of their teams, which they certainly should, with both teams being so highly ranked. Now, it's a very exciting time here in Austin, downtown, even though the game is there at the Horseshoe. But they do tell me that no matter the score for tomorrow's game, they won't let it affect their relationship. Great advice for any couple out there that has some division when it comes to college football.
Even in a house-divided sports,
the great
unifier there. Michael, thank you so much. Great to have you with us here. And now we're going to go over to Stephanie and Rebecca. They've got Lori B in the house with some deal drops.
It is now time for our Deal Drop Days Labor Day edition. Our GMA lifestyle contributor, Lori B, is here with some of the biggest sales happening this weekend. And you can shop all of the products that you're about to see by scanning the QR code right there on your screen. Hey there, Lori.
Hey,
what do you have for us?
It's a great time to shop, so I have a lot of good things. Nice. Let's kick it off. Thanks, Sal. With the Sattva Classic Mattress.
Nice.
So fun to get to see what's going on inside the mattress,
Yeah.
right? So this one is fantastic. It's a GMA fan favorite. Luxury hybrid inner spring. You can see there's dual coils in there. What people love about this is you can customize the firmness. It's got that plush pillow top. And the original price on this is just under $1,300. The sale price, $949. But you guys, there is an exclusive offer for GMA viewers. So the GMA deal is $450 off of $1,000.
Wow.
So
That's a huge deal.
A lot of promos going. I think that's the best one you're going to find. So if you need a mattress, now's the time.
Now is a good time for that.
Okay. Also a good time, thank you very much, to buy some clothes for the whole family.
Yeah.
So what we love about this is from Land's End, and they're known for their high quality and really affordable items for the entire family, men, women, and children. They are offering up to 75% off sale and clearance. So you're gonna see a lot of swimwear for men and women. This one, they call this their tugless swimsuit. It went sort of viral because it is so practical. So this one was originally $48.97. Sale price is under $15, which is great. But they also, you can look ahead and shop really smartly because they're offering 50% off site-wide on full price items. So we all have kids, you know how quickly they grow out of their winter and fall
There's
coats.
all that size planning. Like, what are they going to be in the winter?
You can save so much money by doing that. Case in point, this hooded puffer jacket, original price is around $90. The sale price is under $45 for that 50% off.
Really? Excellent. A nice warm jacket on hand.
Exactly.
Sweats for kids are really good.
Okay, of course, Amazon is doing amazing sales. They always are. And this one is on the Shark Vertex stick vacuum. So this one has like 16,000 5-star ratings. It charges and you can use it for up to 60 minutes at a time, which is great. And also, if you're a pet parent or you live in an allergy-sensitive environment, this is really great because it has a strong suction. The original price on this, $429.99. Sale price, $229.99. That's almost 50% off, you guys.
I always hear great things about that vacuum.
It really is. And also a great time is for the personal electronics at Amazon from JBL. These are great tune buds. That is a brand that people know and love. You can really trust it. The original price on these, just under $100. The sale price, $59.95. That's 40% off.
Huge
so these are a great
savings.
thing to buy for traveling, for working out. These are fantastic.
And you've probably lost at least one of those.
Exactly. I always use another one.
Okay.
And finally, Sparkle Sparkle. Here we go.
Some jewelry.
It is always a good time for jewelry, right, ladies? So this is all from Zales, and they are doing up to 40% off on the entire site.
Wow.
So it's 40% off gold. It's up to 35% off fashion jewelry and up to 30% off bridal favorites. So you can see like this necklace here, the original price, $429. The sale price, $257. So I know the holidays are a ways away, but this is a great time to buy those classic like gold hoops or a gold bracelet or a link chain bracelet, something like that. It is the time. Check out Zales. Great quality.
Buy it now, wrap it up, and
that's right.
save it for
Buy
the
now,
holidays.
save later. We are all about buy
Plan
now, save
ahead.
later.
Yes. Well, you can tell we're all moms here, for sure. And you can find all of these Labor Day discounts on goodmorningamerica.com. Thank you, Lori B, as always, for taking such good care of us. And coming up here, there is still some summer left. We wrap up our summer's Best Bites series with Casey Elsass, bringing some great recipes for your holiday weekend cookout. Ooh, wow, we're eating.
Welcome back. We are heading into the Labor Day weekend, so we have some of summer's best bites to help you prepare for those end of summer parties. We are with Casey Elsass, who is the man. He is also the author of What Can I Bring?, which is the question I always ask when headed to a party. And now Casey has 75 answers in that book, as a matter of fact. And we're going to dig into a couple of them here. This morning on GMA, we did the pickled potato salad
and the trifle,
which were fantastic. And now we're back again this afternoon for a few more to share. And we're starting, I've already been eating in the commercial break.
It smells amazing.
It's a salsa verde, salt and vinegar salsa verde.
So it's a salt and vinegar.
Why is it called that?
It's not, the salt and vinegar is not here. The trick is to serve it with salt and vinegar potato chips.
In the chip.
Because all of that flavor in the chip just enhances the flavor of the
kind
salsa.
Of chip. Thanks.
Exactly.
So how do we make it?
It's simple.
So I have a couple tricks. It's pretty simple. We're just using tomatillo, cilantro, garlic, onion. With your jalapeno, quick trick for everybody, cutting it open, getting the seeds out is always kind of a problem.
Sure is.
So just cut around. If you make a couple slices and just rotate, then all your seeds stay inside and you get these nice pieces.
I'm really proud of myself. I actually do that at home.
Oh, great,
I
great.
know,
You're ahead.
but I'm nowhere near.
And also, if you're using any citrus, lime, or lemon, always just give it a good rub on the cutting board before you cut into it. It makes it juicier.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we have all of our cuts
So
and
everything
rolls done.
throws into the blender here, and then the one trick that I super love is throwing an ice cube in with the salsa.
And why is that? Does that keep it
seems
chilled
weird.
or?
It actually
Why is
helps
that?
because there's heat when you're blending. It helps shock the cilantro so it stays really bright and vibrant and really beautiful, and it also helps emulsify the salsa a little bit more.
Nice, a little bit of science.
Yeah, so we'll throw all these things in here.
Okay.
And then we just do a little pulse and get it going. But you're gonna end up with this beautiful salsa over here if you want to do a little taste test while I make this
Yeah,
one.
I've been doing the taste test. I'm doing more taste tests.
It's almost gone.
So we're doing our lime juice, jalapeno, cilantro.
Put it all in there.
Yeah, load it in. And then I love ground coriander. Adds a
Okay.
nice little flavor to it
Nice.
too. So we'll
Seems
throw it all
really
in.
quick to make too. It doesn't take
It's soup
that
watch,
long.
you're gonna see. We
Fire
just
away!
Pulse
Oh,
it
we're
a couple
pulsing
times.
first. Okay. Nice. All right.
And that's it.
And then
We're
you
ready.
just keep doing that until you get
Yep,
this
we
sort of
got this
consistency. And you get salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah.
And then you walk down the aisle here where Rebecca seems to have gotten a major
literally
head
had
start
my
on
entire
what's
meal
going on here.
while you guys were cooking over there. Nice work.
Yeah. What's
Beautiful spread here.
Yeah, what is this? I thought when I walked before, this one looks so perfectly crisp. I thought it was bacon.
I know,
but
it
in
does
fact
kind
it
of
is
look
cheese.
like bacon. So this is halloumi. This is a classic caprese, but instead of mozzarella, which, let's be honest, it doesn't have a lot of flavor, we're
point.
using halloumi instead, which has a really briny, salty flavor, but it also has a great texture, so you can pan fry it, and it doesn't melt, it doesn't crumble. You get these nice pieces that are crispy but warm.
Nice. I
Here,
haven't seen
I'll
that
hand you
before.
your plate so
Halloumi
you
instead
can
of
taste test.
mozzarella.
Speaking of
Now you
flavor,
have.
Casey, I like that your cooking, every single one of these has a huge amount of flavor in it.
Yes.
And I always feel like sometimes things are missing a little and you just
Yeah.
put that extra thing in it.
That's my goal, because if you're gonna bring something to a party, you should bring the best thing to the party. So we want to pack in flavor, we want to be the dish everybody's talking about at the party.
Nothing bland. Bring
Exactly.
the seasoning. Bring
Yes.
the flavor.
I'm gonna
give it a try here.
And when you're going in with your tomatoes, it's tomato season, so they're great right now.
Yeah.
But 2 rules, always use a serrated knife, because that'll give you nice clean cuts without having
really?
to fight with
I
your
didn't
knife.
realize that.
Super helpful. And also salt your tomatoes ahead of time, because that'll concentrate that tomato flavor, and they'll be extra juicy.
When you say salt them ahead, how much salt are we talking about?
Just a sprinkle. They don't need a
But what's
ton.
just a sprinkle? I feel like we have
I
different
mean, my
definitions of
definition is
that.
probably different.
Yeah.
But whatever you feel like
Dr.
is the right
Darian's going to
amount.
come in and be like, that's way too big of a sprinkle. You're going to get hypertension.
That's why I'm not a doctor.
I have to give Stephanie some cutlery
Yeah,
here
you're
because
good.
Will and I
Staring
have
at the
truly
spread here. Thank
demolished
you,
our
Rebecca.
meal.
having
Here's your
one of
little
us.
sample platter.
Nice. And a little dessert here too.
Yeah, so this was the trifle we made earlier, which is a nice
Yes, on
store-bought
GMA.
assembly of ingredients. All of these are really labor-free Labor Day dishes to bring.
Nice.
So
How
very
long is
minimal
this
effort.
salsa going to keep in the refrigerator?
Oh, for a while. Like, it could be in there for a week, but
Really?
yeah. And with salsas and any kind of sauce, the more it sits, the more those flavors develop. So if you want to make it the day ahead or even 2 days ahead, it's going to be great.
Now I'm being told to wrap it up, but when we wrap up, they take the table away.
I
So
know.
I'm trying to stretch as
Get your
long as we
bite
can.
size.
So that I can eat.
possible.
And if you want to eat or if you want to make these recipes, you can get all of them on goodmorningamerica.com. And coming up, Simple Plan performs. You're going to want to see that. They rock.
We are are back now with Simple Plan, the multi-platinum pop-punk band that sold more than 10 million albums worldwide. They are about to perform for us, but first we're going to have a chat. It is so great to see you guys here. We can't wait to hear you perform, and you are on tour right now, heading to Boston tonight to perform there. Do you have a favorite song to perform?
You know what? We're going to perform Welcome to My Life right now. It's one of my favorites to play. A lot of our fans like it, and the response is always great. And I just like the message. I loved making that album too.
Yeah.
Love the way it sounds. So that's one of my favorites.
When people come up to you, they must say, like, please just say, welcome to my life.
Yeah, exactly. Can you
and
do
then
the I'm just a
just
kid
like
thing?
That. Yeah, I'm just a kid.
Dude, what's new, Scooby-Doo? That's us too.
Yes, it is. All right. Well, who's ready for some music? Not me, thank goodness. Here is Simple Plan with Welcome to My Life. Take it away, guys.
Do you ever feel like breaking down? Do you ever feel out of place? Like somehow you just don't belong and no one understands you? Do you ever want to run away? Do you lock yourself in your room with the radio on, turn up so loud that no one hears you screaming? But no, you don't know what it's like when nothing feels alright. You don't know what it's like to be like me, to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life. Do you want to be somebody else? Are you sick of feeling so left out? And are you desperate to find something more before your life is over? Are you stuck inside a world you hate? Are you sick of everyone around with the big fake smiles and stupid lies? Well, deep inside you're bleeding, and no, you don't know what it's like when nothing feels alright. You don't know what it's like to be like me, to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life. And no one ever lies straight to your face, and no one ever stabbed you in the back. But you might think I'm happy, but I'm not gonna be okay. Everybody always gave you what you wanted. You never had to work, it was always there. You don't know what it's like, what it's like to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. To be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life.
Thank you so much to Simple Plan.
You guys are awesome.
Yes.
Colin, thank you. Make sure you check out What You Need to Know on Disney+.
Happy Labor Day weekend.